the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Browns' electric quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Browns and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's... Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So the Titans readying for their opening drive of the game. Leading him out, someone in his first NFL season, their rookie starter from Miami.
I think we could give him a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
He's got Ridley here on the slant. He's got to gain a 6 there. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, middle of their teammates. Let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Connection made to Judy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Here he goes on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down at the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds Judy near the sideline. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Slot man motioned over. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Pass play coming here. Throwing the out route complete. Touchdown, Cleveland. On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Man in motion, out of the slot.
Go.
Second and 10 now. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Here they come, this is 3rd and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught by Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Johnny Hecker on that a punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Browns will go on offense. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, set.
Man in motion here. They'll run here on first down. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Cedric Gray. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Into a crowd and intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Let's go now.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Throwing off the play fake here. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Check, block that. Check, block that. Hurt.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the... We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Here's a throw. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Setting up a throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 24. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He'll take this at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half No, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, reload.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
And they're going to pass on 3rd and inches. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
They're going play action. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Amani Hooker with the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Another carry for him. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. He'll throw it. Short pass brought in. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Browns take a 20-zip lead. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Another punt brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Play action on first down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So it'll be second down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now it's a bootleg for him. Buying some time right. Still on the move, throwing down. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
From the 36. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Come 19. 18 back. 18 back.
To throw here on first down. Has it down close. That's a Cleveland touchdown. On his Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. Trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll come out throwing. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Go. Go.
From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
Looking to the air here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Collects this at the 32. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He lofts it deep left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lion. Dragon 60. Ready?
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's Tillman. He's got it. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
They are throwing it again. He's on the move. Now here he goes. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Pass play now. Throw caught at the 6. And he's out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Bronco 80. Go trap, go trap.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Cleveland. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead.
Titans nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by it. And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returnable from the 1. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he goes on the bootleg. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for Cleveland. 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap
Still
because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They go play action on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively. Incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Third and long for him here. He's trying another one deep. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Airing it out to start this drive. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up. It's a design boot. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15.
Ready?
They're throwing it. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Come on. Unlock line. Shot alert.
He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes. Back him up and bring up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Broke through the tackle. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's got this down to the 40. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
They've got a man in motion. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 16. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns tack on 7 more to their lead. Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Return starts at the 9. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. Down shy of the 30. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hits him on the out route. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Flush down out to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. That finds Burks, complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. He's dropping back to throw. And they pick him off again. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Now a give on the counter. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now off play action. Cut near the goal line. That's a Cleveland touchdown. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He fields it from the 8. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Out come the Titans. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go, shot.
Dropping back to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw caught by his running back. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The visitor. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
18 reps. Shut up. Let's stay 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco.
They go play action here. Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Connection made to Judy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
Give now to the running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Titans ready to take over on offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Back to throw on 1st and 10. This ball's cuffed by Spears. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down. Now looking to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Catch is made down the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
19 tight, 19 tight. Don't blow 18.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Escapes out to the left. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Throw on 3rd down. Finds Judy near the sideline. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. And that gets him to double digits with his 10th reception of the game. They've kept him about as busy as they could all contest.
Hey, smash. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Look at that work, churning those legs, driving across the 15. Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns throwing 6 more on the blowout. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. That count runs their offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pass caught by Ridley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
A lot of speed on it. Too tough to handle. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff.
Ready, set,
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
set. Huh. Huh, huh.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. Spears has it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining.
Okay, break.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go, here we go. Second.
Looking for a throw here. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
70 ring, 18, pioneer.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 35.
Top 19, top 19, 18 rep, 18 rep, left leg 19. Ready, ready?
Throwing from the gun here. Looking right, and he finds him. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Street, hit the street. Here we go, set.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give now from the gun. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. That's a Cleveland touchdown. On his Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
70. Titans nothing. Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say goodbye from Nashville.